All right, pump the brakes. What is going on today? Gold and silver are down. Gold more so than silver, really. Pretty precipitously. And it just seemed to come out of nowhere. We woke up today and we're like, what is going on? Well, I have the reason why. And pretty much it has a lot to do with what's happening across the water. And if you can't tell by my accent, I'm American. So across the water, for us, the Atlantic would be in Europe. There's a lot of stuff going on in Europe right now that's pretty much causing a lot of worry and a lot of strength happening within the dollar relative to its competitors, meaning other major currencies. I'm not talking about gold and silver. What's happening in gold and silver is an indirect effect of what's happening right now in currencies. So I'll show you what I'm talking about here. So pretty much, if what we're looking at here are cases of the vid, and as you can see here on the map, we have Europe. Pretty much recently, since the end of October, we've been seeing skyrocketing cases here after cases pretty much fell pretty precipitously at the beginning of the year. But rising cases here in Poland. Let's see if I can get another one here. Take a look at what's going on in Germany. Germany is really rising up. Take a look here at what's happening in Austria, home of the governor. And as you can see, really huge spikes. So you likely have been hearing a lot about what's been going on in Europe, and we'll get into that. But I want to show you the indirect effects of what happened with gold and silver. So as you can see here, this is this is the dollar relative to the euro. So pretty much how many euros can the dollar buy? And this is pretty much what was going on today. So we're kind of trending, and then boom. And this pretty much happened around 2 or so hours ago. And 2 or so hours ago, we're pretty much right at the open of the markets. So this happened pretty much in half an hour before. So think about 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then right around 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, we, pretty much saw this ascent here as far as the rising strength of the dollar versus the euro. Now, what happened to the dollar? Well, around that time, and you'll see it here in the DXY, we had this huge surge up here in the DXY. So the DXY is the comparison between the dollar, and it's compared with the euro, the yen, the British pound, and others. So that's one of the reasons why we see the dollar spiking up aggressively. And because we saw that, we saw around that same time, as you can see here, a drop in gold prices and a drop in silver prices. So this was an indirect effect of temporary strength in the dollar relative to its competitors. So what exactly is going on in Europe that's causing all of this? So let's get into it. Protests against, I can't say that, rules and lockdowns erupt across Europe. So let's go down and see what's going on here. You got people with the blue smoke. I don't really know. A smoke bomb. I don't really know what that stuff is, but it looks kind of cool in pictures. Protests against restrictions have rocked Europe over the weekend, with demonstrations breaking out in places such as Brussels, Vienna, Rome, Amsterdam. There were protests in Vienna on Sunday after Austria entered its fourth national lockdown due to the current wave, with people now being asked to work from home and non-essential shops closing. So pretty much it's looking pretty rough over there. And I know I have some subscribers who are from Europe. So those of you who are there, especially in any of these countries, let me know what you're seeing down below as far as what's the temperature that you're getting from the locals in your area? Are people pretty fed up? Are you seeing any protests currently right now? Are you joining any protests? Let me know down in the comment section below. I just kind of want to get a vibe of what's going on because I don't know. I'm in the US, and though cases are spiking a little bit. It's not as aggressive as what we saw in some of these European countries. Granted, there's a smaller percentage of people in these European countries, so that's one of the reasons why such a high growth rate. So let's continue. Austrian Chancellor Alexander Schallenberg has said that the lockdown would run for a maximum of 20 days. The jabs will be mandatory actually from February 1st next year. So this is a big one. I've actually never seen this before. It'll be mandatory, making Austria the first European country to introduce compulsory, thingies. Now that's huge. I mean, especially for Europe. So obviously you're seeing people erupt in anger because of that. So those huge moves, the weakness in the euro, causing the dollar to gain in strength, is one of the reasons why we're seeing this. And, I got a comment earlier this morning basically saying, Jerome Powell just did a gold sell-off. Now, again, for myself, I like to kind of dig underneath the surface to see what exactly is really going on here. So that's one of the reasons why I wanted to do this video and show you guys exactly what I'm seeing as far as prices are concerned for gold and silver. Now, again, as I said, this is based off of what we're seeing as an indirect effect with the foreign exchange markets. This has nothing to do with the overall trajectory of gold and silver. However, I will say caveat, if this wave really does, spur a longer term weakness in the euro and other competitors, the dollar will continue rising in strength, and that may give some prolonged weakness to gold and silver, not taking them completely off their path, but definitely moderating the aggressiveness to how fast they're rising. So I will say, keep that in mind. Remember, as far as my gold and silver models are concerned, the dollar's a part of them. So as I add higher gold and silver prices or higher DXY, you'll see lower gold and silver prices. And also, funny enough, someone tried to get access to my silver price forecast over the weekend, which is pretty funny. And I posted this in the community tab. So basically, nice try. I give you credit for trying, but I obviously didn't accept the person because I'm going to release this when it's ready. It's not ready right now. And my man Apollo just, joined in the fun there. So those of you who are interested in these monthly forecasting models, it'll be ready in a couple weeks. Those of you who wanted to know what was happening as far as gold and silver prices, this is what pretty much caused it. Please hit that subscribe button down below if you're new to this channel. Please hit the like button to get this video out there to more and more people. Really helps the channel. And I definitely want more and more people to stay abreast of what's happening, because you may wake up one day and see, well, why is gold and silver down? I thought things were looking good. Well, channels like mine are why you want to stay subscribed. So thanks again for watching. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Have a good day.